Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. Is everything all right? Right. I know that probably nobody is gonna show up, at least the first day. I would say first month is gonna be like that, but doesn't matter. I have time, morning time, so I would say that I would like to start a series, especially focused on Le Mans Ultimate and Hypercar. This week we're gonna race in a Genesis Hypercar in Spa. Daily races probably we're gonna have some DNFs along the way, but my focus is to show at least how I prepare myself for a daily event, which is to me you know uh, an easy one because it's not a long race. Most of the races are probably 60 minutes long, 40 minutes long, so it's not, you have to focus yourself on strategy and tires, but still it's mostly about pace, but also about getting things right, not getting involved into some questionable actions. So you have to be on pace. You have to get on with it. So what I usually do is, first of all, to you know get the rhythm with the car. With this season, BOP is more balanced than last season. Last season was absolutely out of proportion because you had no idea how to beat the Peugeot. So at least this season we have a favorite one. So what I do is, I'm not gonna show which setup. I mean, I can show it. Maybe I will show it later. But what I do, of course, is get at least a feel for the car, understanding how many laps I need in qualifying. So, what you should avoid is to, getting inside the track without knowing what you're gonna do, because that's not sim racing to me. I mean, if you're gonna go and play Gran Turismo, you can do it. You're gonna smash into cars, but I think that sim racing is a much more serious matter. At least you need to treat it that way, because you spend money on hardware, whatever. But even if you didn't, you just need to respect. So I'm just, getting a feel with it. I'm gonna try a shot. Seeing if everything works. So what I usually do is, first of all, to get shot to work. Right, managed to do it. So let's go. Let us go. Please shut here. All right. Right. So what I usually do is, is to understand whether I can. Oh shit. Well, that's not what you have to do on your outclap. So you don't have to, lose focus. I feel like and of course you need, keyboard to work to get out of the way. My goodness. So I don't understand why this is not working, but right. So that's not the way to get a feel for the track. So let's do it again. Of course, cold tires is a topic, especially after the penultimate update, where it tends to be much more similar to P2s and GT3s. So yeah. So if you don't know the track, of course you need to learn the track. So you won't have probably you can learn a track in 15 minutes, but I would say that you need more. Also because this title is pretty competitive. I've been iRacing also in the past. I feel like the level is comparable. So that's not ideal. We're gonna get our first GT3 in the middle of you know what. So we're gonna lift, because we cannot afford to create an issue. Of course, sector ride is going to be much slower than what we're capable of, but you know. Let's see what we can do. You know, a big criticism for me is compared to iRacing is, you know, you don't have to always get a feel for traffic. So if I don't want to deal with GT3s because I want to see if my performance is what I like to see, I mean, you should have private sessions of practice. While I feel that developers are not gonna put it on at least for the moment. So let's see what our times is. Let's see, we lost a second just on Rouge early on. Much better up. A bit wide. Oi, oi, oi. Of course, I know how to drive it. I mean, it is obvious, but you know, you have to seriously get in the rhythm, you know, try to understand where you're losing, where you're fast, where you're slow. And I feel like, I mean, I used to, you know, drive by myself. You're not gonna get it. I mean, you need to see times, you need to get beaten, you need to understand that sometimes it's for the setup, sometimes it's yourself, sometimes it's a car. I mean, you know, we know how to find excuses, right? But, you know, both ways. You just need to, you know, understand you're not going to be the fastest in the planet, by the way. So Just go for it. Costs you nothing. Right, I'm gonna, you know, mess around with chat. All right, it works. It works. Right. All right. All right, all right. You know, sometimes you just need to chill. You know, what I'm not good at is basically to be good with setups. I mean, I'm not that great. So 9 minutes to go. I will say that I don't understand why OBS won't show to me the scene. Yeah, but need to get used to it. Right, worked. It worked. Okay, so, you know, you can chill, you can do whatever you want. I would say I'm gonna need to try another lap. Why not? Right. No. One thing I don't understand in LMU is, you know, why do I have to start with used tires? I mean, and also blankets should be included in these races. I mean, it's pointless because, you know, you're gonna have to you're not gonna box, so you're not gonna, have difficulties with cold tires. And also I would say that I will say that you don't need cold tires, because you're just gonna have the feel of having less grip in qualifying, which to me is pointless, because at the start you're gonna have blankets on in a 40 minutes slash 1 hour race. You're not gonna change tires, so I mean, it's one of those choices. You know what? I have a little issue with my pedals, of course. So we're gonna, understand why it doesn't work. Oh, I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. Sometimes it's right, it's back. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna leave this lobby. What else can we do? I will say that we can understand where the mouse is, for example, right? Okay. Let's see what we can do. Of course, it's gonna be a morning streaming, so we're not gonna have a proper, you know, you know what I can do? I can fix the fact that that I cannot mute myself when I use OBS, which I should be capable of doing right now, because I don't like to let everyone know what I'm doing outside of I don't know how to do it. Yeah. I guess I'll figure it out. I guess. I hope, at least. Right. Let's get on with it. I would say that I'm gonna do a race while I speak English, and then I would do a race with my native language, which is Italian. I mean, I guess you already figured that out. Yeah, my accent, of course, says that. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool to, also see yourself, what you're doing, to see yourself back. I mean, it's not like you have to prove anything to anybody, but it's funny. We'll see. I'm not gonna. I mean, it will take months probably to be successful at it. But I guess I have time, because in the morning I have a society of myself, totally different from sim racing. I usually work in the afternoon and in the evening, so I have the morning to race, and I said, why not? I mean, it's still I would race, so it's okay to share it with you. I mean, my English is, I would say, decent, so you will still get what I say. It is also helpful for me. Right. Let's go. Let's go. So the overlay that I have is Tiny Paddle, which, I don't have to explain what Tiny Paddle is. I mean, it's full of tutorials. It has this cool map. I use it because I don't have the dashboard in front of me. So of course I'm gonna suffer if I can't see at least where to shift. Careful with lockups, of course. I don't know why sim up stopped working. I mean, I can't feel updates anymore. Right, let's go. Yeah, not ideal. Probably it's because of tires. Still not up to temperature, but could have been better. Yeah. Too much on the curb. No. Sector 1 was legal. Ah, I knew it. I need to understand why CMAP doesn't work. It's not like I right, so why not? Let's close it and start it again. My goodness. I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know. Feels awkward. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now it started working again. Right. I don't know, sometimes it doesn't work. So, we are in pole position, at least for the moment. Could have had yeah, much better first sector. Could have gone, instead of 2004, I would say 2002. Yeah, not a perfect lap, but I will say more than enough. So, the one thing we need to do is to survive, because it's not gonna be easy, you know. Yeah, let's disable it. Never been 4 seconds off the pace before. You should ask yourself, no. What? I've seen even faster people. Right? What the hell is happening? What's going on? I don't know what happened here. You know, sometimes these things happen. We'll see. So now I cannot touch my mouse, otherwise we are fucked. What's that? So of course, focus is to survive. And yeah, we'll see. Sim up stopped working again. So it's not ideal. Yeah, let's go. Oh my god. So of course you end up to Lyco. Just jump into the bush. So we have a quite comfortable advantage, I would say. With 22 seconds after lap 1, but so yeah, let's go. Let's try not to lose too much focus. Even P2 went out. So yeah, feel like I don't have to push as hard as the fact that these haptics do not work is quite annoying. So yeah. Right. And 2K was a little too high. fact battery is pretty low. That doesn't bother you in terms of power because you'll still have all the kilowatts you need, but you're not going to be efficient, so you need to take a look at it. Oh, it is. So don't move. Oops. So pace is, I would say, faster than the rest of the field. So at this point you just need to realize you don't have to over push it. You have to be careful in traffic because it's still a big question mark whether you're gonna survive it or not. Right, tires are going down. Of course you could use softs, but I tried it. Last 20 minutes of the race you're not gonna survive it. I will say we are comfortable in this space. You know, not over pushing. Yeah, sure. Yeah, tires are dropping off. And we don't have the fuel to compensate for it. But we are getting into our first GT3. And of course, it's gonna slow us down. Not by much, but yeah, we're gonna catch it in Eau Rouge. Or maybe not. Yeah. That was better than expected. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. What the hell is doing? No. Yeah, I'm gonna choose the outside because you're not gonna give up the inside, of course. Of course, we lost some time, but oops, white. Yeah, that was a serious mistake. That's gonna cost even more time. This thing you should avoid it. I mean, you have to be patient, but that was a clear mistake by myself. Right, let's go back in the place. Oh, yeah, yeah. I will say we lost time. Still, that doesn't matter. We're gonna lose even more time. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god. bit unlucky. But you know what? I caused... sorry. I caused it. Because I lost, I will say, 2 seconds last lap because I went wide, and those 2 seconds cost me Eau Rouge that lap and Eau Rouge this lap. So yeah, of course timing was not on my side after the mistake, but had I avoided it, would have been much better. Alright, so P1 and P2 in the other class are fighting, so we're gonna, yeah, pass them. That's right. You know, this time I had to brake later, not because I really wanted to, but when you have P1 and P2 fighting for position, you're not gonna, you know, want to be punted by a failed overtake attempt. That was a powerful in the second lap, but you know, tires are off. There are a few back markers we cannot reach in a second. Honestly, I don't understand why Sim Hub doesn't work. It's frustrating. So I will say just need to break it. Simple as that. So rears, not quite. No, they're quite okay. Okay, we can have more deployment because it's gonna spin otherwise. Oops. Yeah, that was too much. Not ideal. Twist on tires. Thank you. So, 15 minutes ago. Eggplants. Still have one lap, I would say, without traffic, except this one. Then we're gonna catch the others. Ah. All right. Come on. Look at this idiot. No respect for... So we're gonna lose this race. I do not understand it. Why you have to outbrake an hypercar? I don't get it. Yeah, thank goodness. Car is fine. I mean, I would say I was an idiot myself because it was pointless to force an overtake, so yeah, of course, but I mean, it's pointless to cross in front of me. Look at this. Yeah. I mean, why do it? Yeah, the important thing is no damage and still go home. Yeah, I apologize for calling that dude an idiot, but I mean, I don't understand it. Yeah, car is not behaving as I... Well, I mean, I was going for a risky move, I'll admit it. I mean, I understand that it was risky, so you need to have a bit of cooperation, but still I don't understand it. I do not understand it. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, car is... I want to see that again. Yeah, I hope. That did not end this race, but I mean, I had an impression. Could be wrong. I mean, I would accept responsibilities if I have to take it. Yeah, but car is unreliable. Yeah, especially in braking. Well, I hate multiclass racing. It's pointless to have a 40 minutes race with multiclass. Also, the one thing I do not understand is why just GT3s and sometimes, yeah, let's get this. I mean, why just GT3s could have, you know, so why GT3s could just race by themselves? I mean, the only way you could drive an hypercar is to do a multi-class racing. I mean, why? We have two series, and the only difference is that in one race it is a 60 minutes race with I will say refueling. Last week in Barcelona you didn't need to, you just need to LICO, which was cool. And I will say that, you know, if you just had to race in multi-cross racing, fine. Let's do it in that 60 minutes race, but why still into going into multi-class racing in a 40 minutes race? I mean, let us race by ourselves. It is pointless. Because it is dangerous, you know. It is dangerous because, you know, I could have lost that race win, which I could still lose. Especially if I keep driving like an idiot. But also GT3 drivers to get, you know, their races destroyed by you know, incompetent hyper drivers. So, you know, the only difference is that, you know, GT3s it's their choice to race into this race. They could race by themselves. So it's a conscious race. While hypercar drivers need to accept it if they want to race. So 2 laps to go. 1 GT3 to go. Oh, so we had back our team hub. 2 laps to go. I do not get it. Yeah, that's much better. Can feel the road. But still. It's gonna be yeah. Last lap. I guess I'm gonna win it. All right. Oops. So we didn't get any off track. We didn't. So it's gonna boarding race, except for that crazy moment. Yeah. All right. I will say a win is a win, so we're gonna take it. I am pretty mad with myself. Well, let's see. It is. I am set up. Also, my first. Sorry for the lapping issue. Yeah, let's see. Let us see what happened. Meanwhile, you need to manage at least your other life outside of simulation. Right, I don't want to wait. Let's use this time with, I mean, it's quite difficult to speak another language while you're driving. I mean, I look like a retarded, I sound like a retarded, so apologies for that. I will get it better, hopefully. So let's see. Let us see. Meanwhile, all right, results are there. I need to do two things. The first one is to get rid of free movement for the rest of my life, because if I had touched, I tried to deactivate it, but it didn't work. Had I touched the mouse while I was driving, my visuals would be completely off. I mean, I could look at, my pants, and, it would have been race over. So it is a crazy, dangerous, useless, I will say, button while you're driving. So let's see what happened. All right, we quite got it. So let's see for my visual. So I mean, I will say it's on me. It's on me. I mean, this other guy should have seen that I was gonna send it. Yeah, but that's on me. I mean, I saw his. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's unexcusable. Could have thrown away a race win with that. So, I mean, the only issue I have is that you don't have to close the corner when I'm there. But no, it was my fault. Sorry for that. So this is a first lesson. You don't have to sand it while you have 25 seconds of advantage. And also, I think I locked up, so completely my fault. Sorry for the reaction. I didn't mean to be rude. I should have, you know. Right, let's see what happened at the restart. I would say that something happened to those guys. Right, let's go a little further. Feel free to chat with me, huh? I mean, I would be happy if I could speak two languages, Italian and English, so feel free to chat with me and we'll see what we can do. I mean, pity what happened. I don't understand it. He had a good start. Let's see. Because it was quite a... I mean, it was brave on the brakes. Oops. A little contact there. A little contact with the BMW. Alright. Yeah, I had a spin. You know, sometimes you need to... Yeah, I wanted to try the outside, Senna, and it didn't come out as expected. But yeah. So what happened to the other guy? Because it looked good. I mean, he had pretty decent pace. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was too fast. Car went away from him. Yeah. So here it is clear that, I mean, I don't want to teach anything, but yeah, I couldn't control. I mean, it didn't look that fast. I mean, it was too hard on the throttle. But no, it was, yeah, just a snap. Alright, let's see what happened. I'm not gonna gain too much rating, I know it. Yeah. I mean, 201.7 is decent, I would say. So we are half of silver 3. I once gained gold 1 last year. Then I had quite a streak of DNFs, and yeah, didn't go that well. Didn't go that well after that, you know, because I feel like with this system you're not allowed to, I mean, to finish. I mean, the one thing I do not understand is you could have 10 wins in high rankings, and I would say high rankings is even better than S3. So I would say gold 1, gold 2, whatever. You could have 10 wins in a row. So you're gonna gain 3 points, 3 bars of your ranking. So you're gonna get half your way into promotion, let's call it that way. And then what happens? You get a DNF, which could happen. I mean, you could have your PC running out. You could spin. That is on you, of course. But you know, in races, you never know what happens. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with Simon because he is pretty fast. So the at least we're gonna have some more fun. But also the other guys are fun. I mean, they're gonna get there. I mean, I was there learning the car, so if you keep driving. So what I was saying is that, you know, you could have any kind of problem. GT3 is running on you or spinning, whatever, get involved in accidents, and you're gonna lose literally 10 races of progress, even more, because you have a DNF. So my idea is to at least give a jolly. So what I mean is, let's get rid of the bad result. So when the results get out, I mean, out of 15 races, you could choose one race to discard. Of course, you cannot, you know, run over people or doing whatever the fuck you want inside the track. But to me, one out of 15 races, these things could happen. So to me, it's a proper idea. So let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. And I would say that I'm gonna get a break. So one thing is to understand why my sim hub didn't want to work, which is annoying. So, what I said was that I was gonna speak Italian in the other race, but feel free to. I'm gonna leave a message in the chat room. So, I don't know. It's fun to. I don't understand why SimHop doesn't work always. It's beyond me. So let's run on track. Let us run on track. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna do a little break after that. Okay, now it works. So let's say you have. Okay, you won't have GT3 traffic in front of you because you have to avoid the wall. So let's say you have a simulation of qualifying. So the first lap you have to avoid what I just did. So you don't have to stress tires because it is pointless. So when you have cold tires, you don't want to get a flat spot. Oh my god. or binning it into the wall. What the hell is going on here? Excuse me. Come on, dude. He even starts to flash. I don't get it. Yeah. Let's go. So first part of the lap, you're not gonna get grip out of your tires in the first lap, because it's not sufficient, but you could get still a decent lap, and you have to push it. So braking just when the curb starts, put your tires inside the curb, you can do it, you're not gonna get a cut. Tight line here, even here. Try to get a decent exit out of it. Carry as much speed as possible into Puan. Okay. I don't know what the name of Stavelot is quite tricky because you need to try to keep it flat out. I didn't, because you're gonna need more speed. Oh shit. So that was slow. There it is. Much better. You can feel the grip is coming in your tires. Yeah, I got distracted. Yeah. No. Damn it. Oh, we are out of fuel. Also there is a chopper. I mean, how is that track limits? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Yeah, because I lost some races with track limits like this. Now stop. 13 minutes. I will say I don't need practice. I mean, I still need practice, but I will say, yeah, that's fine like this. So let's see where we are, because people complimented me with the speed I had, but 201.7 is 7/10 slower than Mr. Maxime Payne, or Pine, because I think he's French, but whatever, the Payne is given to the others is quite impressive, because I mean this is almost a quali lap. I mean, and he is faster than me. Yeah, Sector 1 is comparable. Sector 2 is not. Sector 3 it is not. So what I get from here is that I would say he has a much better setup for. I mean, he's for sure is faster. For sure is the fastest around here. But I would say that he worked on his setup in a way that Sector 2, I would say, it would carry much more speed in high-speed corners. It would have much more understeer, because I have understeer with high mode setups. So I would have to work around it. But I would say that you need to have some expertise that I do not have right now. So I would say, yeah, 11 minutes to go. What's the schedule around here? So what's the schedule? We're gonna race in 11 minutes. So this week doesn't look that bad, but if you wanna run hypercars, you could just race with Spa. And what else? Schedule is not great, because I should be able to. Alright, and Monza, right. Yeah, but you know what doesn't make any sense? If you're gonna race this one, you can't race this one, and vice versa. Because if I race this race, I'm gonna finish at 2 o'clock. Yeah, I could race, but there will be still a great gap to fill. So I would say that schedule is not great for hypercars in every way you want to put it, because you have it's hard to stream like this. I mean, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Yeah, because I don't get it. Seriously, I do not get it. GT3 drivers wouldn't, be sorry for what I'm gonna say, but you have this race, this race, this race, this race, this race, this race, this race. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races of GT3 cars. So the schedule would be absolutely great, but you wouldn't have one more race for hypercars or one more race for P2s. Maybe combine them. I mean, that would be interesting to see because P2s are almost as fast as uh, as hypercars. Some tracks they are even faster. I mean, in Spa, for example, I could comfortably run in 201 with P2s, and here I run with 200. I'm speaking about qualifying laps, of course, with hypercars. So 1 second of difference, you would find P2 drivers that would be much faster than some hypercar drivers. That would be fun because speed is built in a different manner. In into hypercars compared uh, to P2s, because hypercars are much faster on a straight. I mean, they have much more power, of course, and I would say they are, you know, thought to be raced in some particular tracks, such as Le Mans. But Spa is a fast track, so you should have a clear advantage over P2s because you need power. But P2s are so much faster on corners that I would, and also on braking, because you can brake so much later on P2s. Trust me on this one, you can brake so much later and carry so much more speed that, yeah, I don't, I don't understand how you're gonna end up with the hypercars and P2s. That would be fun. That would be much more fun. Yeah, it's a disaster if you want to stream with this. I mean, it's a disaster. This schedule is absolutely dreadful. I need to get other categories to actually work. Maybe P2s, P3s. I don't want to race GT3s. I mean, they are quite boring, I would say. I can't get our, there is so much more people on GT3s compared to Hypercar. They are incredibly boring. They are absolutely dreadful. Not because there is something wrong, but ABS. Yeah, sure. And you don't feel that much more speed. Trust me, if you drive an hypercar or a P2 or whatever, I mean, you will feel the speed, much more speed than GT3. I mean, it's night and day difference. It is night and day difference. I would say I would upload a video if I have time of my highlights of the races I run. I would like to stream every morning because I have time to do it. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. Right yesterday I could have had a much a fun battle with Mr. Simon Demelier, but he had a crash with a spinning hypercar, which had no idea where to place its wheels. Let's call it that way. Yeah, you know what happened yesterday? He had he was following me because I was first, he was second, and another hypercar, which was obviously in deep trouble because we were lapping him first half of the race. So I don't know what happened to him. He had an accident, so he had damage, and he decided to keep going. And yeah, when he decided to keep going, he caused mayhem, and yeah. Yeah, that was. Yeah, basically, he spun in front of him in Blanchimont, and he couldn't avoid it. And of course, you're gonna get frustrated because when you are getting DNFs for others, for other people's fault, you're gonna, yeah. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Absolutely pointless. Right. I will say that this would help my English as well, because I feel like I only speak it at work, and your perimeter of vocabulary is quite limited to whatever you're trying to investigate or speak or whatever. So I would say that, yeah. Yeah. I would say that it's better to have multiple channels to improve at least your second language. You need to. I mean, I could speak Italian. Potrei parlare italiano tranquillamente senza problemi, e secondo me sarebbe anche una migliore idea per concentrarmi, però obiettivamente non credo che avrebbe chissà quale, vabbè, anche se uno non ha seguito adesso, quindi obiettivamente non cambia nulla, però credo che sia una soluzione migliore parlare inglese. I don't know. Let's see what we can do from here. No, it's gonna be hard. Alright. Alright. So, system check. Alright. So I use Simon setups wherever I wanted to use them. They are quite great, I would say. They are not, I mean, if you wanna be the fastest, you need to work on them, but they are good paces. More than enough for me. more than enough. No. Mr. Williams doesn't believe he is in split one. Oh and he drives a GT3. So, oh my god. We have a couple of fast guys around here. Mr. Zimpel is unbelievably fast. And Mr. Demilier is quite fast. The other guys, I don't recall them, but they should be... Yeah, it should be an half-full race. Let's go. So, let's try to get a better lap than last time. All right. So, yeah, tires are cold. Much deployment. Let's go. Yeah. Small lockup. Ah. Ah, we're gonna get beaten. Let's see. Oops. You're gonna have to do another lap, because this is not gonna be sufficient. Much better. Nope. Slow. Yeah, tires are... not cooperating. I mean, it is a shame. Let's see what we can do. Last corner. Ah! I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got beaten. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Well, let's see. At least it's gonna be a better race. Come on, why it doesn't seem hard work? Yeah, it's running, but doesn't want to get. It's probably because of Windows, I guess. Great clap. 2.4. Could have had it. I had not so decent second lap. Also, third one could have been much better, but yeah, we'll see. Never seen this driver, honestly. Never seen it. Never seen him. That's incredible. All right. Let's see if we got the right setup. Yeah. Nope. Wrong. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and even 85 would be enough, but whatever. Medium. Yeah, but okay. All right. Let's see what we can do from here. It's gonna be a close call, close race. The important thing is to avoid accidents, and yeah, we'll see. We will see. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be. All right. Focus. And yeah, that's a little start. Oh my god. Yeah, I left him. Space. I didn't like what he did. We are struggling with tire temperature, but this dude is flying, my god. He flies. I mean, it can't catch him. My god, this guy has incredible pace. Incredible. Jesus. Can't catch him. I mean, he is so fast in the straights and keeps our speed in the corners. It's impossible. My god. I mean, I hope he forgot his fuel, but I don't think it's the case. Right. So in the back, I guess simple passed in a year, but I would say there was contact because he was much more time than a regular one. Oh. And also I would say that Mr. Jimpo is as fast, if not faster than us. But anyway, oops, guy in front had a snap. Yeah, but he could have multiple snaps, he will still win it. I'm sure of it. I am sure of it. I mean, I'm driving as fast as I can. I mean, couldn't be any faster. Ja, also 10th. But it doesn't matter because I don't have his space. Could have been luckier. It is what it is. Oh. Just stay steady. Yeah, I lost time with the GT3 in front. My god, all these cars lap. Yeah, it's not being very lucky, but also it's being impatient. It's getting nervous. I mean, he shouldn't. He has so much more pace than me that yeah, it's quite a shit show, if I have to say it. Oh my god. Look, this, my god. This GT3 on my inside couldn't hold his brakes. Unbelievable. Pointless. My god. My god. Unbelievable. I mean, the guy in front was making a mess. I mean, but the GT3 inside that doesn't understand that he needs to be careful on the brakes, it's beyond me. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Guys, this is split one. And you are in front of the split one, so you cannot be driving like this. I'm sorry, but oh, the guy behind quite caught with us. Yeah, it was 4 seconds behind. Not impressed. Oh. I don't get what happened in that corner into stall loop. Yeah, he's running away once again, so... But he's forcing, huh? Yeah, he's forcing. He's pushing for sure. Come on. I don't have front end. Oh, he's too fast. He has a ridiculous connection. I mean, he's just lagging all over the place. Look at this. I couldn't steer the car to make that turn. Yeah, but it is disturbing. I mean, it's too much lag. But just... better traction out of turn one for him. I mean, I went a little wide as well, but yeah, let's see with the other tranche of traffic. Let's see. I mean, we could also lose P2 if we are not careful, because I mean, Sarthe is quite close. Yeah, I would be upset if I were him. I would be upset because doesn't have much luck with traffic. Again. Oh, this time he got lucky, actually. I will be the one that has to... Oh! Yeah, but this dude is crazy. I mean... Come on! Well, he is for sure fast, but that was quite dangerous. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, he made an overtake into Rouge Radion. I don't get it. He's not driving conscious of his surroundings, I would say. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Race over. Race is officially over. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it, guys. I cannot believe it. I mean, I cannot believe it. I cannot really believe it. I mean, this was absolutely out of... And that's what I was talking about. I mean, I get a DNF, of course. So, I mean, what's the point? What is the point? I will say that this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. I have never seen... Look at this. Look at this. I mean, why do you have to point my car like you don't see it? You don't see I'm there. I mean, what's the point? What is the point? I mean, what is the point of... I mean, some people doesn't... No, I was not going to comment on that. I mean, what's the point? What is the point? What is the point? This is an issue with all GT3 driving, because I'm gonna get back into... What was it? Lap 6, I would say. Yeah. Where was I? Lap... Lap 6. That was it? Nope. Well, that's not fair. I mean, it's not fair. Here it is. Look at this. Look at the guy. You can see it from the radar. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. I hope it's not the same. Look at this. what's the point of doing this? What is the point of doing this? I wanted to take my line, I couldn't, because the GT3 guy doesn't understand. Look at this guy in front, my god, and he's gonna win it. I mean, he's gonna win. He tried to smash everybody in front and he's gonna win it. I don't get it, because I don't get it. But honestly, I don't get how you can drive like this. Mr. Sixes. I mean, I don't get it. What lap was it? That is a slap. I mean, I don't get how you can drive like this. That means that you don't watch your mirrors. Yeah, that's fine. That's why you can't actually have a decent rating in this game, because I mean it's pointless. So I will say that we are gonna lose all the bar. Yeah, we're gonna get back into S3. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But what can we do? So guys, I will say that at this point it's basically, that's basically it, because I wanted to finish this race and yeah, getting out of here. I will come back tomorrow. Thank you to my first streaming experience. It was pretty nice, pretty decent. I wanted to finish it with a, you know, with a decent result. But you know, sometimes you can't just expect to finish a race when, you know, when there is a multi-class.